Welcome back, adventurer. The tavern is a little dim tonight. The candles are flickering a little low, and the cards feel a little distant. Last time, we walked in silence besides the High Priestess, keeper of the unseen. But what happens when the veil does not part? When the silence weighs heavy and secrets turn sour? Tonight, we return to the moonlit glade, but the moon, this time, is hidden. This is the High Priestess reversed. The second time I encountered the High Priestess, it was not in a glade, but a dream. Or perhaps it was a memory. You see, I stood before a gate made of mirrors and mist. Her veil was drawn tightly across her face. And this time, she would not speak. "I need to know," I said. "I need guidance." The only answer was the rustle of fabric and the closing of a book. The scroll was no longer open in her lap. It was bound shut with red thread. Oh, I grew angry. I begged. I shouted. I tried to tear the veil away. And in doing so, I tore myself from that dream. When I awoke, my journal pages were all blank. My voice was hoarse from sleep. You see, I had tried to force what could only be given freely. A simple story, but hopefully an effective one. You see, the High Priestess reverse speaks of disconnection, where her upright form invites introspection and insight. Reversed, she suggests blocked intuition, confusion, or secrets that may have been kept just a little too long. It could represent that you are ignoring your inner voice, either because of fear, because of doubt, because of over-reliance on an outside opinion. Sometimes this card even warns of spiritual burnout. Are you seeking something too hard? Are you trying to force visions that just won't come? Are you trying to decode something that just isn't meant to be understood yet? She carries the shadow of secrecy, hidden motives, withheld truths, or manipulation under the guise of mystery. When you see this card reversed, beware of misinformations, illusions, and your own tendency to hide what you really rather not confront. When the High Priestess appears reversed in a reading, it's a call to pause and to question what you're not seeing. Are you out of sync with your instincts? Are you ignoring red flags because they whisper and not shout? She can point to a time when answers feel distant, or even worse, those answers are deceptive. Perhaps you're being led astray by your own confusion, or you're being led astray by someone else's secrets. Maybe you're keeping your own truths buried just a little too deep. This card can also be a reminder to simplify. Sometimes we seek elaborate signs when the truth is already within us, quietly waiting to be honored. You see, adventurer, there was a time in my life when I would consult over a dozen seers in a month. I filled pages upon pages in journals with dreams, with chaste omens. I doubted everything except my own doubt. I thought that I was being spiritual. What I was, truly, was afraid. I was afraid to sit with silence. I was afraid to sit in that silence and let it teach me. I was afraid to sit in that silence and actually hear what I needed to hear. When you see the High Priestess reversed, it doesn't mean that you're lost. She means that you're trying too hard to force clarity, where patience is what is truly needed. The truth you seek may still be behind the veil, but instead of pulling, instead of clawing, instead of tearing, just try waiting. Instead of asking louder, instead of yelling and cursing, try listening softer. Next time, adventurer, we are going to leave the moonlit stillness of the vale and walk among gardens and golden wheat. The Empress awaits us with open arms, and her wisdom grows wild and warm. Until we meet again, adventurer, the Tarot Tavern is always waiting, where stories are etched in the cards and wisdom flows like mead from the tap. The journey doesn't end here. It's only just begun. Come back soon. Your next chapter awaits. Hey there, listener. Jared here. Before we close out this episode, I just want to give you a heartfelt thank you for spending some time with me here at the Tarot Tavern. Now, this podcast is a real labor of love. It's just me behind the scenes, doing the writing, the recording, the editing, and everything else that brings this podcast to life. So truly, every listen, every share, every kind word, it really does mean so much to me. Now, if you've been enjoying the podcast and want to help support it, I've set up a Patreon at patreon.com/thetarotbard. That's TheTarot BARD, no spaces. Think of it like a virtual tip jar with some bonus perks. Your support helps cover production costs and gives me more time to keep creating content for you. You can find the link in the show notes as well. And whether you're able to support financially or not, just knowing that you're out there listening is already a huge gift. Now, I want to give a special shout out to those amazing folks that are help keeping the lanterns lit here at the Tarot Tavern. Lars, if you have joined the Patreon, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't yet, or you're still thinking about it, just know that I would love to have you as one of the patrons that joins me in the Tarot Tavern, and I'll make sure that your name gets listed on future episodes. That's it for now. I'm grateful that you're on this journey with me. Take care, and I'll see you next time.